Your name is Laura, right? You've done something very inexcusable this time, haven't you?
What exactly are you talking about all of a sudden? I'm surprised that the executive director would be contacting me through text instead of in person.
Well, I have to contact you through text because that's just how big of a problem you've caused for me.
You're saying that I've caused you some sort of a problem? I'm sorry, but I don't remember doing anything that would have had an effect on you.
You know about Brent, right?
Of course I do. He works in the same department as I do, and we are both on the same team.
Well, that Brent also happens to be my very important son.
Of course. I am aware of that as well.
And from what Brent has been telling me, you've been picking on him. Is this true?
What? I haven't been picking on Brent whatsoever.
Well, just a little while ago, I heard all about this from his own mouth. Don't act dumb with me in an attempt to get out of trouble.
Wait a moment, please, Roy. I think this might have something to do with what happened recently. I had talked with him about something he'd been doing and gave him a small warning about it. Is that what he told you about?
You gave him a warning?
That's correct. Before he was going to hand in some documents, I noticed that he had a few of the numerics on them written down incorrectly. So I warned him about that, and he said he might need to take one more look at all his papers.
Oh? So a part-timer like you want to give the son of an executive director a warning?
A part-timer like me? I understand that I'm currently working what looks to be part-time shifts here, but I still believe I have the right to warn him of something like that. And at the very least, he is beginning his new career in this company, so I viewed it as the right time to give him that warning so that he'd be more careful going into the future. I wouldn't want our manager learning that he had made such a mistake like that so soon. So I went and warned him to have another look at his papers and then hand them in. I was only warning him because I care for him.
Shut your mouth! There's not a single person in that department who has the authority to warn my son that he has made any mistakes in the first place. You've really gone and done it this time, Laura.
I don't think I've done anything wrong here, Roy.
No, shut up! An old hack like you who knows nothing of this structure of the company is going to be fired.
No way you can do that to me. How could you ever have me fired over a simple warning? You are just the executive director, Roy. I think you need to think twice about the words you're going to be speaking before saying things like that to me. Something as small as this is nothing to be firing me over.
None of this is small to me, though. I made sure to put a lot of time and thought into what I've said here.
I'm not sure that's the case, though, based on what you've just said to me. I understand that as his father, you want to do everything to protect your son, but you need to realize that this is the workplace and not somewhere where you should become so emotional.
Well, you've just gone and tried to diminish whatever joy my son has had in this company so far. And I'm sure that you do the same with all the other new hires as well, don't you? Instead of going and warning my son like that about his mistake, you should have stepped in and fixed the mistake for him so that he wouldn't feel bad about it. The fact that you couldn't even think of something as common as that just goes to show how you are no use to this company and I anymore.
Your son Brent, he is not some child anymore. He should be able to correct the mistakes he has made on his own, and then learn from them. If he doesn't, then...
Do you have any idea who you are running your mouth to right now? If you go against me like this, then that means you're gonna be against all your higher-ups and the company itself.
Are you saying it's wrong for me to give my viewpoint on this matter when it's directly affecting me and the company?
You're nothing but a part-timer, so you only share half the rights that the rest of the full-time employees here gets. That means that you don't have the right to speak up like them.
Excuse me?
I'm not joking around right now. I'm warning you, right now. There is not going to be a next time after what you've done. But if there is, don't you ever talk back to my son like that ever again. Don't you warn him of any mistakes, and don't you freaking dare try and preach to him about anything regarding his job here.
Laura, are you doing all right now?
Oh, it's you. I'm doing just fine, John. Why are you wanting to talk with me now?
I wanted to tell you about today and how I just got invited out to a dinner. Would you be able to have dinner by yourself today? I'll be having my meal at that meeting and then I'll be able to come home.
Is that right? You poor thing, having to go out and be interrupted by people even during the time of day when you should be having your dinner?
Well, this is for the company after all. This is also for you and I and the family. So I'll do my best not to think about having to keep dealing with work until late in the evening.
Alright, well, go look at that dinner today.
I will say this though, and that is that I'm still not getting very used to working in the same building as my wife yet.
Really? I've totally gotten used to all of it now, and don't even mind the fact that you're like my boss at times.
But there are times that I never get to see your face at all throughout the day, while we're working, and, well, that's just leaving me feeling lonely.
Are you even coming into the office anymore? That's how it feels sometimes.
I'm sure that if you and I had to actually see one another every day while at work, things would become a little bit sour between you and I. So, even though I'm not used to working in the same building as you, at least I know that you and I will continue to be happy with one another.
You have a great point there.
By the way, have you heard about Wallace at all?
Wallace? No, I haven't heard anything about him.
It sounds like Wallace is gonna be fired now.
What? I thought that he was just taking some time off work and now he's going to be fired? What ended up happening to him that led to all of that?
From what I've heard, he was harassing other workers in the company with his status in the company. He was a very good employee to the company and all, so it's sad to see him go. But if that's how he's been treating the other employees here, then so be it.
He's been harassing other employees? You're telling me the Wallace we both know has been doing that here?
He was in the same department as you, right? Did things ever feel that way about him to you?
Not at all, John. He was one of the nicest people I've been around. And if anything, he was one always giving compliments to others and such. And most of all, when I first came into this company and started to work alongside him, he did everything he could to show me the ropes and make sure I was comfortable with my job before letting me get work done on my own. He has been so generous to me. I have no idea how he would have been going out and harassing anyone.
But from what it looks like, there must have been many complaints about him doing just that.
Who has been complaining about him so much?
This is what the executive director has said. And the one who's been affected the most by Wallace's harassment has been the executive director's son.
You're talking about those two?
What's wrong, Laura?
I know for a fact that they have just given Wallace a bad name, John.
What? Wait, what do you mean by that? Explain to me what's going on with that comment of yours.
John, you hold any of your financial decisions and wait for me, alright?
What? But Laura...
I know what's going on here. I need you to listen to what I'm going to have to tell you. So before you make the final decision to let Wallace go, wait for me.
Alright then, I can wait. Hey you, are you gonna be coming into the office again today?
Brent, recently you've been acting very strange. Why have you been speaking to me like that? You do realize that I've been around these parts for much longer than you have, and I've been the one training you on plenty of things in this workplace. Could you please show me a bit more respect by talking to me in a more decent tone?
Huh? You're always beneath me in this company, woman. You're just a measly part-timer after all, right?
The way you're thinking about that is not good, Brent.
Shut the hell up. I wanted to tell you that by having you around all the time in the office, you're causing my work to become defective and full of mistakes.
As far as I'm aware, me coming into work to get all of my tasks done has had nothing to do with any of your work.
Just by having a freaking annoying old hag like you in the same office as me, my work is becoming flawed and it's causing me to look bad.
Old hag. Do not call me things like that ever again, Brent.
I'm just telling the truth. Stop acting like I've hurt you in any way by using those words.
Well, even if me coming into this office is having a negative effect on you, I have work that I need to get done here, so I will be coming in today.
Then stay away from this floor. This is the last thing I'm gonna tell you, alright?
But if I can't get to that floor and get to my desk, then I won't be able to get to any of the work I've been entrusted to complete.
Nothing about this company is gonna change by not having you coming into your office. Part-timers like you should be relegated to only cleaning up the bathrooms for the rest of us. How about you go and do that instead, you know?
As far as I'm aware, all of the cleaning of the building is left in the hands of the hired contractors we have. So there's no reason for me to be doing their job for them.
Well then tell me, what is the point of you being a part of this company at all? Why are you coming into this building every day to do this so-called work of yours?
I'm coming into work every day because I'm working for the company's sake.
Well then you need to quit. You're just getting in the way of far more important people, such as myself, which is hindering our work, so that's actually benefiting this company. So leave! And by the way, my dad is gonna be the one firing you here soon. So I guess that you shouldn't have to go through all the trouble of trying to quit after all.
I can tell that your father has already been at work firing people.
Of course he has been. And the same thing is gonna be happening to you after that warning you gave me before. I'll bet he tore you another one once he found out what you said to me, huh?
If you don't like to be warned about your mistakes, Brent, then you shouldn't be making any in the first place.
Shut your freaking mouth. I will not be preached to by your old ass. You're gonna be fired, and so you better go and get all your crap out of your desk right now.
I've not done anything that will get me fired by this company.
You're a freaking joke. As long as my dad and I make something happen, there's no way you'll be able to avoid being fired by this company.
I knew it. So you've both been doing things like that already.
Anyone that thinks that they stand up to me, I'll make sure that they never come back to this office ever again. That's the way that I make sure I stay on top and get paid here.
And so that's what you did to try and get rid of Wallace, right?
You know about a lot of things for a part-timer, you know? Both you and that bastard thought that you could get away with warning me like you guys are my parents or something, and that's why you gotta go. I just have to tell my dad about things like that, and you'll be gone. That's why you better start grabbing all your things today and start looking for new places to work. Well, I'm sure that not a single company in this state would be willing to hire such an annoying old hag like yourself, though.
Thank you, Brent. With this, I've finally been able to learn about what you and your father have been up to.
Hey, there's still all those other documents, right? I'm gonna be coming to the office right now to get them, so you better get them all for me and place them on my desk.
What? From what I remember, that was a task you had been given, Brent.
Shut the hell up already. I had other things going on in my time, so I've never got around to doing all of it. And since today is the day that all those documents have to be handed in, I need you to work on them and place them on my desk. Well, I'm sure that you're not gonna be much help here, though.
You went and told the manager that you'd have all those documents filled out and reviewed before today, right?
I happen to work at my own pace, alright? Don't tell me what to do while I'm there working.
I don't care how you get your work done. But the thing is, you're trying to get me to do all your work for you now, that you said you'd take care of.
You don't have to think about it all that much at all. I'm telling you to do it all for me, so you better get to it and do it.
Are you kidding me, Brent?
Such a waste of space, you part-timer. Someone like you is only good for one thing, and that is listening to me and doing as I say. If you can't even do that one thing, then you're not even worth being a part of this company. Do you really want to be fired right now? Huh?
Well, I'll try my best to get as many of these documents filled out as I can.
Well, you should have been saying that from the beginning, you old hag. Also, once you have all that work done and on my desk, I want you to clean up my office space for me so that it shines. You know what'll happen to you if you're not able to get all that done for me by today, right?
Understood.
What's all this about?
What are you talking about now, Brent?
I'm not being let into the office building anymore. The stupid security guard's trying to have me kicked out of the property right now.
That seems to me like you found yourself in quite the predicament.
Stop messing around with me. He just told me that I'm never going to be allowed into the office again, and that I need to hand him over my badge? What the heck is going on here?
After the company put some thought into it, this was the choice that it made. If you were trying to figure out why something like this could be happening to you, search your memories and I'm sure you'll find your answer.
I have no memory of anything I've done. Do you know how much I've done to work for this company, coming into work every day and doing my job? I don't even remember doing a goddamn thing that would have me kicked out of this office. If anything, it should be all of you useless idiots who continue to get in my way that should be kicked out of the office forever.
And that's what I'm talking about right there.
Huh?
All of those comments, those hurtful remarks about the rest of the employees and part-timers, here is what has become a problem in the eyes of this company. To put it more easy to understand terms, you've been harassing others in the workplace with your insults and threats.
What have I done that's considered workplace harassment?
How many times has it been now where you've gone and threatened me with being fired over things that you have no say in? That right there is a perfect description of you harassing me.
That wasn't meant to be harassing you or anything.
Then tell me what all those comments and threats were.
Those were all warnings. I was warning you by letting you know that if you didn't get everything done, then you were gonna be fired.
Is that right? Then what was going on with you bragging about how you could get anyone fired with the help of your father when they were getting in your way and causing you trouble?
You just took all that the wrong way is all. And now shut it. Go and talk with the higher-ups and let them all know that they can't kick me out of this company.
I'm sorry, but we are far past all those talks now.
What do you mean?
It's not just me that you are causing problems for, but the rest of this department's employees as well. They have all spoken up about how often you've been harassing them, all because you think you can use your father's position to get your way. So even if I were to go and say something to them, all of the others wouldn't care and would gladly have you gone.
What? What?
Well, I'm not sure what all is going to be coming from this, but from what I've heard, you'll have to stay home from the office for the next couple of days while the company makes their final decision. So please, go home now, Brent.
I see. So that's what's going on here. You've gotten all this together to make crap up about me in order to get me fired. That's exactly what I should expect from a bunch of weaklings like you.
I'm sorry to say, but none of us have the ability to do such a thing and get away with it. And the same thing goes for you now, Brent.
No way, you're wrong. Unlike the rest of you dogs, I can get away with it, and I will. I'm someone you might call an elite.
Surprising. You sound like a 5-year-old talking about yourself like that now.
Shut your freaking mouth, you! I'm an elite, and that's why I can talk about myself like this.
Then tell me, Mr. Elite, what are you planning on doing next that will get you out of your mess? I'm not sure there is anything else you can do to change the fate that you've made for yourself.
I've got something up my sleeve. I've got the power to wipe you all out from this company no matter how much you all try to make me look like the bad guy.
I'm not sure you'll be able to do such a thing. What you've done has found its way all throughout the company now, so good luck trying to make yourself look good in the eyes of every single one of us. I'm sure you can't do that though, because a lot of the people who have made the decision are far above you in every manner. You see, if what you've been doing wasn't as bad as everyone has made it out to be, then why would the company be kicking you out and sending you home?
That has nothing to do with what I have in store. I got a way to change all the views of me from those higher-ups, and I'm gonna do just that.
Then tell me, how are you going to make that happen?
Do you have any idea who I am? Do you have any idea who my dad is?
I'm very sorry to have to say this, but this time I'm not so sure your ex-executive director father will be able to do anything for you.
Huh? That's how I'm gonna win this, with my dad's power. He is the executive director of this company, and he can do anything I ask. And I'd just like to say that him and I are both very good friends of this company's CEO. All we have to do is go and have a word with the CEO directly about this, and then he'll have all of you disgusting rats kicked out of this company forever.
Is that right? You and your father are both friends of the CEO.
Of course we are! So what are you gonna do about it now? I think that you better start apologizing to me right now for all that you've tried to do.
Are you kidding me? No way I'm apologizing to you. Go right ahead and see what happens when you go crying to the CEO about this.
Just don't say I didn't warn you first. We'll see what happens to all of you next. Mr. CEO, could you please listen to what I have to say? Oh, it's you. You've really gone and done it to us all this time, huh? Now, just hold on a second. This is a trap that was set for me to fall into. Now, I'm being portrayed as the bad guy right now. You're being set up, then? Do you care to explain to me in what way you've been set up? I have not been harassing anyone in the workplace, alright? I've been focusing on my own work and everything, while everyone else in the department has been making plans to get rid of me. Then why has all this happened if you weren't harassing anyone? Why would anyone want you out of this company so badly that they would set a trap for you and lie? This is all because of that old hag in my department, Laura. That jerk went through all the work to make me look bad to have me sent home. I wonder why that could be. She's the kind of bitch that won't let anyone go until she has her way. She's the thing that you should be wanting to kick out of this company, not me. Oh, so you're saying all that about my wife, huh? What? Hold on. Wait, what did you just say about her? That woman working in the same department as you has been my wife, Laura. She's been working part-time in the company for years now, and she does so because she has things to attend to at home for us as well. Now, if you're saying that my wife has something against you and is so selfish that she can't handle anything not going her way...
That's right? Wait, she really is your wife?
That's right. And from what her and all the other coworkers have told me, she views everyone as family here. She's even called the mom of this company. She spends a lot of her time making sure that everything is going okay, and she's always on her A game. So I'm really not that sure that Laura, my Laura, would ever go through something as troublesome as setting a trap for someone else and lying about what they've done.
But, this is the truth! Something like a workplace harassment? Why would I ever do something like that to get any of the employees here, huh?
As far as I'm aware, Brent, from what more than half of the department has been saying, you've been harassing them while they've been in the office. And so we've had to begin an investigation into just how far you've taken things here.
I know all that, yeah.
Do you know about why this is happening to you now then?
Wait, what? This is all happening because your wife got everyone to help her and taken me down for something I have not been doing, right?
Wrong. This is all happening because we learned that you were the one that became unhappy with Wallace and had him fired by your father. Wallace happens to be a very trusted and well-respected man in this company, someone who everyone loved and talked about. And that man who would never even hurt a fly fell victim to your harassments as you went and had him fired. And when everyone else in the office heard about that, they all started to worry about what you would do to them all next.
But I...
And when I learned the truth behind everything, I was left speechless. And I learned that I also am responsible for not taking responsibility sooner. But before I have to pay for my failures to this company, you will have to receive your punishment.
Crap!
For the time being, you will not be allowed into the workplace and your salary will be halved. And once the HR has gone through and done their full investigation into you, I believe that you will be fired for what you've done, so please prepare yourself for that.
Crap! You really did a good one hiding all that from me!
So, how was your talks with the CEO? What all did my husband have to say to you?
I never freaking thought that you would turn out to be the CEO's wife!
I'm sure you didn't have any room for your words in his head, and let them fly into one ear and out the other, right?
Well, since you happen to be the CEO's wife, then all this will be quick. You go and tell the CEO right now that what he's doing is wrong and to have all those investigations into me ended.
And why should I, of all people, have to listen to you and go do all of that?
Do you have any idea just how much I've done for this company and how much this company's benefited from having me working for it? You know more than anyone about all the accomplishments I have, right?
I am well aware of all of them. You happen to accomplish a lot while working in this department.
That's right! So you know that if I'm fired from the company and never able to come back, then there'll be hell to pay and the company will never be as good as it is today.
I'm sure there will be some hell to pay, but there would be even more hell to pay by having someone like yourself continue working in this company.
What are you saying right now?
You and your father worked together and had quite a few employees in this company fired for no good reason. All that is very well known now, and there is no erasing the stains you've left behind. Because we had to lose quite a few employees now, some of the best this company had due to your guys' selfish ways. That has been a very major loss for this company, and we will not be allowing that to happen again.
You're wrong. There were very good reasons for why all of them had to be fired.
Well, luckily, the investigation has been doing wonders in finding out what those reasons were. They happen to be lies that your father and you would tell about them, and you'd even go through the trouble of making false evidence in order to fool HR. Well, there is still a lot of time left for these investigations, so only time will tell just what lengths the two of you have really gone to. This company is planning to pay those employees that had to be fired a large amount for their troubles. And then, this company will be taking the two of you to court and forcing you both to pay up the damages you have caused to us. And that's the plan, Brent.
You're gonna have us pay the company? Why the hell do I have to do something like that to the company?
Because as I said, you caused some major damages to this company, and we have to make up for them. This is what happens when you cause harm to someone, or something else.
Well, whatever. I'll pay whatever the company's asking for, okay?
Oh, you really will? Well, that was fast. I'm sure it's going to be a large amount the company is asking for, so are you sure you can pay it all off?
I don't need your worries. My dad has been the executive director of the company for a long time now, so I'll be able to pay up.
Well, that's just wonderful to hear.
And let me just say, don't consider this a win for yourself.
What? Why would you say that?
Well, you all have been so busy with those investigations. My dad and I have been talking with the board and all the company's investors, and we're gonna have the CEO changed at once. Then my dad will be made the CEO of the company, and he'll make sure to get rid of all the talks about me harassing all the others within the working place, and then we'll be back on track to having full control. And after all that, every single one of you that you said that I was harassing will be fired.
That's going to be impossible for you two.
Huh? What do you even think that you can call something like that impossible?
Because I can. Like I said to you before, your dad is now the ex-executive director.
Huh? Wait, why the hell is he being taken out of that position now?
You know why, right? The both of you were working together to have people wrongfully fired from the company, while also harassing the employees. There's no reason that it'd only be you getting punished for all of your actions. He was doing the same things you were, and even helped you with them.
You've got to be freaking kidding me! If that's the case, then that means that both of us are being fired?
I'm sure that anyone can see that being the case now.
Wait a second, alright? All the things that I had to do were because of him, okay? Because of my dad asking me to do them. I had to go through all that unwillingly, okay? I never wanted to harass anyone or threaten them.
This is becoming a bit annoying, Brent. You seem to keep changing the story and your behavior over and over again to fit what you want. Do you really think I'm going to keep listening to you when you do such childish things like that?
But I'm telling you the damn truth here. I didn't want to do any of that, but my dad was making me do everything or else he would have me fired.
It's so funny how similar you are to your father.
How am I similar to him? Don't you freaking dare compare me to that bastard.
I will though, because you both are one and the same. Because your father was saying the exact same things to me about you. He told me that everything he went through with was all because of you forcing him to do so.
No way he would say that. Dad?
So, no matter what excuses you may have for your actions, we all know that both of you went through with everything willingly. Next time, you want to try and have an alibi? How about you and your father agree on it first?
Am I really gonna be fired right now?
I'm sorry to have to say this, but yes. We have to fire those who know nothing about their status in the workplace.
Those two have finally come around with complying to us and have chosen to confess to what they've done.
I see. Well, then that only leaves the rest of the investigation into them, and then we can say our farewells to those two.
That's right. We need to find out just how many of our employees they harmed, as well as how much damage this has caused to the company. Although, I really don't want to think about all that.
But John, you and I both know that we can't look away from all the issues they've caused.
I know that, of course. Also, I just wanted to say that because of your efforts, we were able to help a lot of employees who are afraid to come out about what has been done to them. Thank you so much for that, Laura.
You don't have to thank me. I work for this company with one goal and one goal only, and that's to support everyone as though they are my family. And of course, I wanted to make sure the wrongdoers who did such horrible things to Wallace were taken care of.
But it was also because of me that him and many other employees were wrongfully fired. I listened to everything the executive director told me without even thinking much on it. I'll make sure that all the employees that I fire under the wrong pretext will be paid handsomely for their troubles.
And I will help you do all of that as well. So please, do your best getting all that money from Roy and Brent and use it to pay those who lost their jobs to them. After both Roy and Brent had been fired from the company, they both made every effort to try and find a new job for themselves. However, this world is not a kind place to live in, and neither of them were able to find any company that was willing to hire them after what had happened. Due to this, things only grew worse for the two, and soon they began to take out their frustrations on one another, even leading to the two getting into physical fights at home. The fact that they had both lost their jobs at the same time really caused trouble for their payments at home, and soon that stress started to cause total breakdowns in them. There are even times the neighbors complain about the screaming and crying coming from their house, and will call the police to come over and check on them when they hear the sound of breaking glass and slamming doors. Some things like that led to the whole neighborhood becoming upset with them, and they were driven out of the area by those that asked for the police to get rid of them. At the same time, the both of them were taken to court in order to be asked to pay off the settlements my husband's company had asked them for. And so, with a large loan, they were able to, but that pretty much laid waste to their savings accounts. Now, they both have to run off somewhere else in hopes of finding a home with what little money they've been left with. Roy ended up moving out into the countryside, where he is working part-time on a farm. And as for Brent, he is held up inside a fast food restaurant on the side of a highway, still struggling to find any form of work that will pay him.
It's New Year's, so I splurged and ordered some expensive sushi. Oh, but since you're not family, why don't you just nibble on those cucumbers over there? Nina, what exactly do you mean by that? Are you trying to say I don't belong here? What do I mean? Oh, well, you're not family, right? You might be married to Max, but that doesn't change the fact that you're still an outsider to us. Is that really how you see it? Yes, I'm aware I'm not blood related, but I'm part of this family now through my marriage to Max. You did approve of our union, didn't you? Of course I approved, because it's what Max wanted. As his mother, I had to accept his choices, but that doesn't mean I'm going to roll out the red carpet for you. It's my job to look out for my son. Then why do you treat me so coldly? I mean, I thought family was supposed to support one another. That's because you're not family in the true sense. Even if you're technically an in-law, we don't share any blood, do we? I'm on Max's side, and I will always prioritize him over you. In fact, I have my concerns about your compatibility with him. So you think I'm not good enough for Max? You really believe that just because of my background? Well, let's be honest, shall we? You're not exactly the most attractive, are you? And from what I hear, you come from a less than ideal family background, a poor single-mother household, wasn't it? How could I possibly think you're a suitable match for my son? And what does that have to do with anything? Or are you trying to insult my family? Is that your idea of being a supportive mother-in-law? I'm not insulting anyone, dear. I'm just stating the facts. I just don't think people from such poor backgrounds can mix well with us. Family, oh, that's a term reserved for those who truly belong. You understand, don't you? Is that really how you feel? Just because of my background, you think I'm less worthy? I'm sure Max will grow tired of you soon enough. You two are from completely different worlds, and that creates a gap that's hard to bridge. People from such different backgrounds can't communicate properly. It's just a fact of life. So this is how you really feel about me, isn't it? It's disappointing to hear you say this, especially coming from someone who's supposed to welcome me into the family. It's not just me, darling. Everyone thinks so. But because Max insisted on marrying you, we all stayed quiet. Honestly, we would have preferred him to marry someone more fitting, like a company president's daughter, or someone who's socially acceptable, someone who knows the ropes. Well, if that's how you truly feel, why not just give me cucumbers? I thought we were at a family gathering, not a judgmental circus. Because why should someone poor waste their time eating expensive sushi? It's better for the sushi to be enjoyed by someone who can appreciate its value. I thought it would make more sense for the sushi to go to someone who knows the difference in taste. After all, it's a luxury. I believe I'm perfectly capable of telling the difference between quality sushi, but never mind, I'm not that hungry anyway. I just don't appreciate being treated like I'm beneath you. Oh dear, playing tough, are we? Aren't poor people always hungry? Even if you pretend otherwise, you're not going to get anything out of it. You know, sometimes it pays to be a little more humble. Why don't you wag your tail and behave? I have no tail to wag for you. I'm not here to beg for scraps from your table. Such a sense of pride. You've got nothing to back it up, though, just a poor girl acting tough. You should be grateful I even accepted your marriage to Max. Don't you dare think you're on the same level as us, especially considering where you come from. It's just not how the world works, dear. Are you really trying to belittle me in front of everyone? That's quite cruel, don't you think? I may not have come from wealth, but I do have dignity. Dignity? Oh, please. What good is dignity if you're poor? I mean, what can you really offer Max in the long run? He deserves better than someone who can't provide for him or fit into our family's lifestyle. I accepted your marriage only because of Max's insistence. I'm leaving. Oh, what a shame! You are only making it worse for yourself. Well, it's short-lived, I'm sure. Max will probably leave you soon anyway. But in the meantime, I look forward to dealing with you. Let's see how long you can keep up this facade. Yes, I'll be looking forward to that as well. You really think you can intimidate me with your words? I may not be from a wealthy background, but I have a lot to offer Max in terms of love and support. Love and support? Oh, that's cute. But you know what they say, money talks. Love won't pay the bills or provide a stable home for my son. I just want what's best for him, and frankly, you don't fit that bill. Your definition of what's best for Max is so narrow-minded. Life isn't just about money and social status. It's about happiness, and if Max is happy with me, isn't that what truly matters? Happy? Well, we'll see how long that happiness lasts. Once the initial excitement wears off, reality will set in. You'll be left alone, and I'll be there to pick up the pieces. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But I refuse to be your punching bag. I'm not going to let your judgments define my worth or my relationship with Max. Well, you can say what you want, but I know what I see, and I won't hesitate to remind you of your place whenever necessary. I'll make sure to stand my ground regardless of your opinions. If you think I'm going to just roll over and accept your treatment, you are sorely mistaken. Well, good luck with that. You'll need it. I suggest you put on your best face when dealing with Max, though, because if he sees you as I do, it won't end well for you. Thank you for your unsolicited advice, but I'll navigate my own path. And if that means distancing myself from your negativity, then so be it. Suit yourself, but don't come crying to me when things go south. I won't be here to rescue you. I wouldn't expect you to be. I've learned that you can't rely on someone who only sees you as beneath them.
Huh? Lauren, where are you? I've just arrived and it seems like I can't see you anywhere.
Oh, I've already left.
Wait, what? You've left already? Why? What happened?
It seems Nina has some sort of personal dislike for me.
Dislike? What do you mean by that? She hasn't said anything like that to me.
Well, apparently I'm not considered family, so she told me I should just eat cucumbers instead of the fancy sushi. I didn't want to create a bad atmosphere, so I decided to leave early. I've already informed Max as well.
No way! Did Nina really say that to you?
I'm sure you already knew, didn't you? I don't believe Nina would act like this without some kind of personal reason.
No, I honestly had no idea Nina felt that way about you. I mean, you're the CEO of one of our most important business partners. Why would she treat you like that?
Well, now that I'm married to Max, we're family. You don't need to worry too much about the business side of things when it comes to me. And honestly, it feels a little strange that you still speak to me so formally, considering you're my father-in-law now.
Yes, I understand that, but I don't want to speak to you in an overly casual manner either. I mean, you're a CEO, and I have to respect that.
You really don't need to be so concerned about that. What I find even more puzzling is Nina's attitude. I'm beginning to think she might not know who I really am.
What do you mean? Of course she knows, right?
Wait, you didn't tell her, did you?
Well, no, I guess I didn't explain things clearly. I'm really sorry. I'll go and talk to Nina right away. Please, could you reconsider and come back for a little while longer?
No, not today. I can't forgive someone who would insult my family like that.
I'm so sorry. I'll make sure to have a serious conversation with Nina about this right now. Nina, what the hell have you done? I told you to treat Lauren with kindness and respect.
And why exactly should I be bending over backward for that low-class woman? Come on, you're the CEO of a prestigious company, so act like it and hold your head high.
Damn it! You've gone too far this time. Because of what you did, our company might suffer serious damage.
You think we're going to suffer just because I insulted some nobody? What kind of damage could she possibly cause us?
She's not just some nobody. Lauren is the CEO of one of our most important business partners.
What?
And not only that, we need her involvement in our latest project. She's critical to its success. Lauren is the type who strictly separates her personal life from her professional one. Even though I'm her father-in-law, she's rejected every single offer I've made for her company to work with us. Finally, after months of negotiations, I was this close to securing a deal. But thanks to your behavior, I might lose everything.
Wait a minute. Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell me? Why did you keep this from me?
Well,
Oh, let me guess. You didn't want me to think you were groveling at the feet of your younger wife? Afraid I'd think you were too weak to stand up for yourself, so you didn't say anything?
Shut up! It doesn't matter why I didn't tell you. What matters is that this is entirely your fault.
Oh, so now it's my fault. If you had just explained the situation to me from the beginning, I wouldn't have acted the way I did.
Who in their right mind would think that you'd go that far to insult your own daughter-in-law? You're the one with the serious personality problem here.
Don't talk down to me. You've made plenty of snide comments about her with me before. You're no better.
That's not true. I never insulted her. I only sat there and listened to you badmouth her. That's it.
Oh, really? So you were just passively listening, huh? Now you're just trying to backtrack to save your pride. How pathetic.
How dare you! Do you have any idea who's been putting food on your table all these years? You wouldn't have anything if it weren't for me.
Still stuck in the past, huh? How old-fashioned. If things are going badly now, it's because of your poor judgment, not mine. You've been trying to play both sides, acting like a doting husband to Lauren while trying to appease me. It's pathetic watching you struggle to keep up appearances.
That's it. I've had enough. We're getting a divorce. I'm not letting you drag me or this company down any further.
Divorce? Oh, please, don't make me laugh. You've threatened me with that every time we've argued, but you never follow through. You won't divorce me, just like all the other times. You're all talk.
No, this time I mean it. I will divorce you, and I'll make sure it happens. You won't stop me this time.
Fine, you can try, but don't think I'm just going to sit here and let you walk away without a fight. I have plans of my own.
Plans? What are you talking about? What are you planning to do?
Lauren, did you see the screenshots I sent you? Yes, I saw them, but what is that supposed to mean? What exactly are you trying to show me? Isn't it obvious? It's proof that my husband was bad-mouthing you right alongside me. Isn't that hilarious? And what are you hoping to accomplish by sending that to me? You work with Morgan, don't you? From what I've heard, the collaboration is crucial to the project. You're so important to him that he has to bend over backward even though he's supposed to be your father-in-law. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? I just found out about it myself. Who would have thought, huh? So you hadn't been told anything about our professional relationship? Nope, but now that I know, isn't it funny how he's been secretly talking trash about you behind your back with me, all while bowing down to you in public? What do you think about that? He's such a two-faced coward, don't you think? Let me guess, this is your way of getting back at him, right? If that's the case, leave me out of your childish games. I'm not interested in being dragged into your petty revenge. Childish? Are you calling me childish? I'm sending you this as a favor, you know. You deserve to know what kind of man you're dealing with. No, what this is about is that he probably told you he wants a divorce, didn't he? I don't want to get involved in your personal issues. Grow up. Excuse me? Are you mocking me right now? Do you think you're better than me? You've been mocking me this entire time. What are you surprised that I'm standing up for myself? Don't get cocky with me. That attitude of yours is exactly what I hate. You're nothing but trash, born into a poor family, acting like you're worth something. Unlike you, I've built my own life. I am self-sufficient and I work hard for everything I have. I don't hide behind my husband's money or status to put others down. So now you're accusing me of that? Also, insulting my family and calling us trash or beneath you is something I will not tolerate. You've crossed a line and I am done with this. Don't contact me anymore, Nina. Excuse me for replying again so soon, but I would like to ask you to disregard our contract.
What? Wait, what do you mean by that? Why would you want to cancel the contract now?
Well, there seems to be a lot of turmoil lately, and I've been hearing some strange rumors as well.
Those rumors are nothing but nonsense. You can't take them seriously.
Not necessarily concerned about the rumors themselves, but I did see proof earlier that you were siding with Nina behind my back.
What are you talking about?
I saw the comments where you referred to me as a piece of trash born into the lower class. I have to say, I'm absolutely furious about that.
Wait a minute. Those were Nina's words, not mine. I'm in the process of getting a divorce from her.
So you expect me to just forgive you because of that? I don't understand your logic. I had already expressed my refusal to continue with this contract, so please just drop it.
What? That's so cruel. I've been working hard on this project. You can't just turn your back on me like that.
The people you're mocking, the ones you call lower class, are also putting in their best effort to survive every single day. They work hard, too, and you can't just dismiss them.
No, that's not what I meant.
I was raised by my mother, who worked hard as a single parent, pouring love and dedication into raising me. I cannot trust someone who belittles that experience. I won't be a part of a project where someone like you is involved.
I didn't mean to belittle your upbringing. I was just trying to go along with Nina's opinions, that's all. I swear.
Simply going along with her means you have no integrity. Someone who can change their colors to fit the situation isn't someone I can work with. Trust is the foundation of any working relationship.
Oh, no, please, reconsider. If you back out now, the entire project will fall apart.
The project was initiated by you without consulting me. I'm not responsible for its outcome, especially when you claim I'm indispensable.
But so many employees' futures are at stake. You have to understand that.
That's your responsibility as the president of the company. You should have thought about this before getting involved in family matters.
What are you talking about? This is about family. This isn't connected to our work at all. You've always separated your work and personal life, haven't you?
Only when it suits you. You've been addressing me with honorifics despite being my father-in-law. Since you can't seem to separate your personal and professional life, I'm responding in kind.
Please. This is my last request. We've already incurred significant costs. You have to help us out.
Honestly, I think you should start with an apology. You haven't said a word of regret about what happened. I just can't trust you anymore, so please consider our contract void. Instead of investing money in a project with such dubious integrity, I'd rather use those funds to support my parents.
That's outrageous! You can't be serious! We've put so much into this already, I thought we had an understanding!
Understanding? Is that what you call it? You've shown me your true colors, and it's clear that you're willing to side with anyone who offers you the easiest path. I can't stand behind someone who lacks loyalty.
I did what I thought was best for everyone involved. You're making this too personal. We need to look at the bigger picture.
The bigger picture? What about the people who were affected by your lack of integrity? The moment you chose to align yourself with Nina and her toxic attitude, you lost the right to talk about the bigger picture. It's all about relationships, and you've destroyed ours.
But I didn't mean for it to come to this. I thought you would understand. Can't we find a way to work this out?
No, I don't think we can. Your willingness to dismiss my values and my past shows me that you're not someone I want to work with. I've built my life on principles, and I refuse to compromise them for a contract that means little to me if the people behind it are untrustworthy.
Please, just think about it. We can make this work if you just reconsider. I promise I'll make things right with you.
It's too late for promises. You've already shown me your true self, and I won't be a part of this charade any longer. Let's just end it here, and I hope you'll think carefully about the consequences of your actions.
This is all your fault. Do you even understand what you've done? Because of you, the contract fell apart, and now our company is facing financial ruin. Do you have any idea what kind of damage you've caused? This could take years to recover from.
Oh, come on, stop being so dramatic. Why should I care? You're the one trying to pin all the blame on me, but maybe if you hadn't been such a pushover from the start, none of this would have happened.
Are you serious right now? It is your fault. I've been working my ass off to secure that deal, and in one day you've managed to blow it all up. I'm divorcing you. I can't stand the thought of spending another minute with someone who only brings chaos into my life. How do you even plan to survive on your own? You can't handle anything by yourself.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm doing just fine. In fact, I've got someone much better lined up to take care of me. Way more reliable than you'll ever be.
What the hell are you talking about? You've got someone else? Are you saying you've been cheating on me this whole time?
I don't need to answer that, do I? But let's just say I don't need a man who can't even stand up for his own wife. You're useless. And now you're also about to lose everything. Your company, your reputation, everything. So why don't you do us both a favor and just disappear?
You! I will make sure you pay for this. You think you'll just walk away scot-free? No chance. I'll sue you for every penny. My lawyer's already on this, and believe me, I have the best in the business. You won't get away with anything.
Well, that's fine. Kyle can cover whatever you think you're going to get from me. He's more than happy to handle it.
Wait. Kyle? You mean Kyle, the vice president of our company? You're with him?
That's right. He's been saving up just for me. He's ready to take on whatever life throws at us. Unlike you, he is strong, he's resourceful, and guess what? He actually cares about me.
Do you have any idea what you've done? Kyle's invested so much money into this project, too. If the company goes down, he's going down with it. You think his savings will save you from the wreckage? He'll be in just as much debt as the rest of us, maybe even worse.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You've been so blinded by your greed and selfishness that you didn't even stop to think about what you were really doing, did you? If this project fails, Kyle's going to lose everything too. He's sunk a fortune into this, more than you can even imagine. And guess who's going to bear the brunt of that debt? You!
That can't be true. He has a lot of money saved up, but we can make it through this. I know we can.
No, Nina, his savings aren't enough to cover the massive losses that are coming. You've tied your future to a sinking ship, and you didn't even realize it until now. You're not just sabotaging me, you're dragging him down too. Do you really think he'll want to stay with you once he's drowning in debt because of your selfish actions?
No, this can't be happening. How did I not see this? What am I supposed to do now?
There's nothing you can do. You've already made your bed. Now you'll have to lie in it. While I'm left picking up the pieces of my shattered company, you'll be stuck dealing with the fallout of your own decision.
Even if that's true, even if Kyle and I ended up with nothing, at least I won't be alone. We'll have each other, and that's all that matters. I'd rather be with him, in debt, than stay with you, a pathetic man who couldn't even protect his own wife. I know I'll be happy with him no matter what happens.
You really believe that? You think he's going to stick around after all this? He might be with you now, but once the reality of this situation sinks in, he'll leave you just like you've tried to leave me. Nobody wants to be with someone who brings nothing but disaster. You're going to be all alone, Nina. No money, no love, no future. Just you and your failures.
Shut up. I don't need to listen to this. You're just bitter because you know you've already lost. You can't stand the idea of me being happy without you. But I will be, you'll see. I don't need anything from you.
You think this is about winning or losing? It's not. This is about consequences, Nina. You can't keep living like this, trampling over people and expecting everything to go your way. Sooner or later, reality catches up with everyone. And now it's your turn.
I don't care what you say. You're nothing to me now. You hear me? Nothing. Hey, Lauren, I need you to participate in the project as originally planned. Come on, this isn't funny anymore. Excuse me? What are you talking about now? I was under the impression that you didn't care about the project in the first place. That's true, I didn't. But the situation has completely changed. Things are different now, so just go ahead and sign the contract with Morgan's company like we discussed. I don't understand. Aren't you in the middle of a divorce with him? And even if you weren't, this project was never something you were directly involved in. Besides, I've already made it quite clear I have absolutely no intention of going forward with that contract. Not now, or not ever. I know that, but I'm asking you to do it for Kyle's sake. You understand, don't you? So, the rumors were true after all. The CEO's wife is having an affair with the vice president. That's what all this is about, isn't it? I don't care what you've heard. I'm in love with Kyle, and I want us to be happy together. If you agree to sign the contract, then it's a win-win for everyone, right? Morgan's company gets saved, Kyle and I get to be together, and you don't lose out either. It's the best solution. Do you even realize what you're saying? If I sign the contract, that means your little revenge plot against Morgan goes out the window. You won't be able to get back at him like you wanted. Oh, but that's where you're wrong. Sure, the project might succeed, but what does that matter? Morgan's pride will be shattered. I mean, think about it. He's the CEO, and his own wife ran off with his vice president. Even if the project goes well, everyone will know he's a failure on a personal level. He'll be humiliated. He'll never live it down. His ego will be in ruins, and you know how fragile his pride is. That's really what this is about for you, huh? No matter what happens, you're determined to hurt him, but frankly, I couldn't care less. I'm not signing that contract, and I have no intention of being involved with any of you any further. What are you even saying, Lauren? We're family. You can't just pretend like you can walk away and have nothing to do with us. You're acting as if this is something you can ignore, but you'll see, you can't just escape like that. Family stays together whether you like it or not. Actually, you're wrong. Max has already told me that he's cutting ties with both you and Kyle. What? What are you talking about? It's true. Max has had enough, and he's finally making the decision to remove both of you from his life. I completely agree with him. To be honest, it's something that should have been done a long time ago, so no, we're not family anymore. As far as I'm concerned, there's no more connection between us, and I plan to keep it that way. Max would never say something like that. You've got to be making that up. You're bluffing, aren't you? Max wouldn't just abandon his own family over something like this. You're really funny, Lauren. You can talk all you want, but it doesn't change anything. Just wait. I'll call Max right now and sort this out. You'll see how wrong you are. Go ahead, call him. That's probably for the best. It'll clear things up once and for all. The sooner you realize where things stand, the better. Hey, let me talk to Max. That's impossible. He doesn't want to talk to you anymore. From now on, any communication will be in writing. It's for the best. You have no business in this. Stay out of it. Max's decision to cut ties with both of you is because of how you've treated me. So yes, I am involved. What? Your treatment? You know very well what I'm talking about. You insulted me and my family in front of everyone. Did you really think Max would be okay with that? I did it for Max's sake. Someone like you, an incompetent wife, isn't good enough for him. It would have been better if only you left. That's impossible. Max and I aren't separating. Well, good luck with everything from now on. Seems like you're going to have a hard time. What? What is that supposed to mean? Wait a minute. Oh, one more thing. I'm planning on filing a lawsuit against you, so I thought I'd let you know. What? After all those insults, it's more than enough for a defamation case. I've documented all the harassment and insults. Now it's just a matter of moving forward. I'm not going to let it slide. Wait, what do you mean lawsuit? That's so childish. It's just a family matter. That's strange. Didn't you say I wasn't family? I blocked both of them on my phone and ensured that I would never hear from them again. From that moment on, I decided to focus on my own life, free from the drama and manipulation that had surrounded me for too long. It was a relief to finally cut ties with the people who had brought so much negativity into my world. Later on, I heard through mutual acquaintances about what had become of Nina and Kyle. Apparently, after everything that had happened, Kyle, her affair partner, completely turned against her. Instead of building a life together as she had hoped, their relationship crumbled to pieces. It seemed that the very man she had risked everything for had abandoned her at the worst possible moment. He blamed her for the mess they were both in, and it was clear that their relationship was doomed from the start. As if that wasn't enough, Nina also faced a mountain of financial troubles. Not only did she have to deal with the consequences of her failed relationship with Kyle, but she also had to pay substantial alimony to Morgan for the affair. On top of that, she owed me damages for the numerous insults and harassment she had hurled my way throughout the ordeal. Unsurprisingly, Nina couldn't manage to cover all the costs on her own. It wasn't long before she found herself trapped in debt, her once comfortable life now reduced to financial ruin. The irony of her situation was not lost on anyone who knew what she had done. As for Morgan, while his company didn't collapse entirely, the project's abrupt halt inflicted significant damage. The loss of the contract we were about to finalize meant that his business was burdened with a substantial amount of debt. Although the company avoided bankruptcy, it was clear that Morgan's career had taken a serious hit. His once thriving business was now struggling to stay afloat, and the weight of that failure was something he would have to carry for a long time. Of course, I couldn't find any sympathy for him. After all, Morgan had contributed to this mess through his own actions. His decision to go along with Nina's cruel remarks and to insult me behind my back had sealed his fate. It wasn't just bad luck, it was a direct consequence of his choices. His downfall was his own doing, and he had no one else to blame. Meanwhile, Max and I decided that it was time to start fresh. We picked up our belongings, left the house we had been living in, and moved far away from both Morgan and Nina. It was the best decision we could have made. In our new environment, free from their toxic influence, we were able to rebuild our lives and focus on our happiness. We no longer had to look over our shoulders and worry about the constant drama that had once consumed us. The distance gave us peace of mind and allowed us to grow even closer as a couple. Max, who had always stood by me, was finally free from the shadows of his past. He cut ties with his former family, and in doing so, he showed me just how much he valued our relationship. It wasn't an easy choice for him, but it was necessary. By leaving those two toxic relationships behind, Max and I were able to build a future that was entirely our own. We found happiness in the simple things, quiet mornings together, shared laughter, and the sense of security that comes from knowing we had each other's backs. Looking back, I feel a sense of closure. What happened with Nina, Kyle, and Morgan was unfortunate, but it also helped me realize how important it is to surround myself with people who respect and support me. Their downfall was a harsh reminder that cruelty and dishonesty will eventually catch up to those who practice it. In the end, people like Nina and Morgan will always face the consequences of their actions, even if it takes time. Most importantly, through all of this, I have never forgotten the love and support my mother gave me. She raised me single-handedly, instilling in me the values of hard work, honesty, and self-respect. Her strength and determination have been my guiding light, and I owe everything to her. Now that Max and I have started our new life, I want to ensure that I continue to honor her by living in a way that makes her proud. Whether it's through small gestures of gratitude or larger acts of support, I am committed to giving back to the woman who gave me everything. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hi, just making sure this is the right number for Mallory Bradley.
It is. Who is this?
Nice to meet you. I'm Ellie, the woman your husband is madly in love with. I figured you'd pretend not to know, but come on, you've been dragging this divorce out way too long. It's time to let go. He wants me now. You and those kids are just in the way.
Okay, so you're telling me you're, what, his mistress?
Ugh, I hate that word. We're not sneaking around. We're in love. We've been together for a while now. He tells me everything. I tell him everything. We're soulmates.
Huh, I had my suspicions, but I didn't think the woman he was cheating with would text me directly. That's pretty bold of you to do.
Bold? No, honey, it's called confidence. I'm not going to play second fiddle to someone who's clearly just clinging to a dead marriage.
That's interesting, because Howard's never mentioned a divorce, not once.
Yeah, right. He told me you're being totally uncooperative. All you're doing is stalling and making it impossible for him to move on.
He tells you that, huh? Fascinating. Tell me more.
Oh, I could go on forever. He's miserable with you. He tells me how trapped he feels. You seriously think this is still a real marriage?
I'm just trying to keep up. One second he's silent at home, the next his mistress is texting me out of the blue. Forgive me for being a little confused.
Please, he gave up on you a long time ago. If you're really confused about what's going on, then you're just a moron. No offense.
None taken. So how'd you get my number?
Found it in his phone. Don't freak out. I needed to do this. Woman to woman.
You do realize how weird this is, right?
What's weird is you still pretending this marriage is alive. I'm offering you a chance to walk away with a little dignity.
You don't get to decide what I do with my dignity. If you want me to believe anything, you're going to have to give me more than just your word. I just don't take the word of a stranger seriously, especially when she introduces herself by announcing she's the woman my husband's madly in love with.
Oh, wow. You really want me to send proof? Like photos? Because I can. Plenty of them.
If you have any photos of the two of you together, then yes, I'd love to see them. And if you won't show me any, then I'm afraid I have no reason to believe you.
You really are in denial. Fine, if you won't believe me, maybe this will convince you. I'm pregnant.
I see. You're pregnant, are you?
Yup, his baby is in my belly right now. Which means you need to take care of the 5 he already has. They're not going to be my problem.
Wow, that's quite the ask. You not only know we have 5 kids, but you want me to take them all?
Obviously, you're his wife. You raised them already. You know their schedules, their needs, all that stuff.
If we were to get divorced, then all I'd be taking would be our youngest son.
What? You can't just pick and choose. You don't get to say, I'll take the easy one and leave me with the rest.
The youngest is the only one out of the 5 who is actually my child. The others came with Howard from his past marriages. I think I've done enough work raising other people's children for one time. They're his problem now.
Wait, back up. Past marriages? You're saying he's been married before you?
You didn't know? You're not the first. Far from it.
He told me he was with you for ages, but that's it.
Well, he lied. There were others. Their mothers wanted to take their kids when they divorced him, but he wouldn't allow it. He said he'd raise them himself. He didn't mention the part where he dumped them on whoever he married next.
I seriously cannot believe this right now. He never mentioned being married more than once.
Well, now you know. I'd say you should ask him about it, but I have a feeling he'll just lie to you the same way he lied to me, and probably the same way he lied to the women before me.
Wow. Just wow. Why would he keep something like that from me?
Maybe because he knew it'd scare you off, or maybe because he didn't think it mattered. Either way, it doesn't change much now, does it?
Unbelievable. And yet you still stayed with him?
Not for love. Let's just say I didn't have a whole lot of better options at the time.
Well, I do have options. I can make Howard happy. Way happier than you ever could.
Great. Then you've got nothing to worry about, right?
So then you'll sign the divorce papers? Like, actually go through with it?
Sure. In fact, I've been wanting to get rid of him for a while now. I just didn't think I'd get the opportunity handed to me by someone else.
Good! Finally, we're making progress.
But let's get one thing clear. I'm not taking those kids.
You have to! I can't raise 5 of someone else's brats!
And you think I can? What makes you think I have the time or energy for that? I raised them already. I did my part. Now it's your turn, sweetheart.
This is such a mess. Why did no one tell me he had all this baggage?
Because he probably didn't want you to know. But now that you do, you get to decide if you're still interested. You wanted the man, you're getting the whole package.
You could at least help out.
I am helping, by stepping aside. I think a simple thank you would be in order.
Don't be smug. I'm doing you a favor. You should be grateful I came along.
Oh, I am. It's not every day someone volunteers to take a cheating, lying man off your hands. You've done a real public service.
You're being so cold about this. Don't you have any emotions at all?
I just don't waste them on people who don't deserve them. Anyway, there's only one thing I still don't get.
What?
What exactly do you see in a man in his 50s with 5 kids and multiple failed marriages? Genuinely curious.
That's none of your business. And for the record, he's not like that with me. What we have is real.
Sure, because he's always so different this time. Ask any of us exes. We've heard it all before.
I don't care what you think. He's going to divorce you, marry me, and we'll have a perfect life together.
Uh-huh. And the 5 kids? Where do they fit in?
He'll figure something out. Probably send them to boarding school or something. They're not my problem.
Wow, you really think children are disposable, huh? Noted.
I don't need to be judged by you.
Then stop saying ridiculous things and maybe get a job, a well-paying one. You're going to need it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just saying, you might want to keep your expectations realistic.
You're trying to psych me out. That's such a classic jealous ex move.
Believe what you want. I'm just giving you the courtesy I never got.
I know what I'm getting into. Howard loves me. He tells me that every day.
That's nice. He said the same thing to me, and probably the same to the woman before me, and the one before that, and so on.
Wow, you really think you're clever, huh? You're not special. You're just bitter.
No bitterness here, just a quiet appreciation for patterns. Howard's got a lot of them.
Look, I don't care about your experience or whatever. He chose me. I'm the one he wants now.
And he said that to the others too, at first.
Keep talking. All you're doing is making yourself look old and insecure.
Getting older's not the insult you think it is, so you're gonna have to try harder than that to upset me.
He told me you made him feel trapped. Being with me is like breathing fresh air.
He's very poetic when he wants to be. Just don't be surprised when the air starts feeling a little stale.
You were seriously obsessed with tearing him down. You must miss him more than you let on.
Not even a little. I'm just amazed at how confident you are, considering the track record.
Oh, please. You had your chance. You blew it.
If that helps you sleep at night, I won't argue.
You're just jealous. He told me I'm everything you're not. Young, exciting, easy to talk to.
You sound like you're pretty confident in yourself, Ellie. That's good. Confidence is important, especially with what you've signed up for.
Don't act like you know him better than I do.
I know what it's like to be in your shoes. That's all I'll say.
You think you're wise just because you're older. That doesn't make you right.
You're right. What makes me right is that I've lived through what you're about to.
I'm nothing like you. He's different with me. We don't argue. He tells me everything.
That's what I thought too. Until he stopped answering questions, stopped coming home on time, started making excuses.
He wouldn't do that to me. We have something real.
I'm sure you'd like to believe that, Ellie.
Listen to yourself. You're just hoping we fall apart. You want to watch us fail. That's the only way you'll be able to keep your dignity intact after Howard ditches you.
No, I don't care whether you two fall or not, actually. If you're really happy, I won't stand in the way. But when things start feeling off, just remember this conversation.
Why don't you go write a blog post or something? I don't need your tired little warnings.
What can I say? I'm an old woman, Ellie. I have a lot of experience, and I like to share it with younger girls. Especially with ones who desperately need to hear it, like yourself.
Hey, I saw your message. What's going on? Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine, Howard. In fact, I'm better than fine. I'm finally making the decision I should have made years ago.
What are you talking about? What decision?
I want a divorce. And no, this isn't a threat or a scare tactic. This is me being clear. It's over.
Whoa, hold on a second. Where is this coming from? You can't just drop that out of nowhere.
It's not out of nowhere. You know exactly where it's coming from. I know about Ellie.
Ellie? What do you mean? Who is this Ellie person? A friend of yours?
Don't do that. Don't play dumb with me. She texted me. She told me everything.
She what? She talked to you?
Directly. She found my number in your phone. Guess she was feeling bold.
Unbelievable! Why would she do that? That's insane!
Is it? I actually found it kind of helpful. Saved me the trouble of pretending everything was fine for one more day.
This isn't what you think, okay? It's complicated. It's not like I planned for this to happen.
You didn't plan for it, but you let it happen. Over and over. And now she's pregnant.
You know about that, too? She told you?
Yep. You weren't going to tell me, were you? Just let me keep playing house with your 5 kids while you build a new one behind my back.
Mallory, I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to hurt you. You have to believe that.
Hurt me? Howard, you've been hurting me for years. You just finally gave it a name.
Look, we can fix this, okay? This doesn't have to be the end. We can work through it. We've come back from worse.
I don't think sleeping with someone else and getting her pregnant is a rough patch, Howard. That's a whole new chapter without me in it.
Please don't do this. Think about the kids. They need you. They love you.
The only child I'm thinking about is my son. I'm done raising children that aren't mine. You had me doing that long enough.
That's not fair, though. You're their mom, Mallory. You're the only mom they know. They call you mom and everything.
Yeah, because you insisted that they do so under threat of grounding. Because I was the one making lunches and going to parent-teacher conferences and staying up with them when they had nightmares. Meanwhile, you were working late.
I didn't want them to go through another broken home. I wanted them to have some stability in their lives, you know?
That's funny. It seems to me like if you wanted them to have stability, you would have let them stay with their mothers, instead of, putting them through a revolving door of mothers.
I don't know what you want me to say here. We built a life together. You can't just throw that away.
I'm not throwing anything away. I'm reclaiming what's left of my life. Something I haven't been allowed to think about since the day I said I do.
You're being dramatic. You're angry right now. I get that.
No, I'm done right now. Big difference.
Look, I know I messed up. I know I've been selfish, but we can start over. We can go to counseling. Please, just don't give up on us.
There is no us, Howard. There's only ever been you doing whatever you want. And me cleaning up the mess. I'm tired, Howard. I'm really, really tired.
Just think about what you're saying. This doesn't have to end this way. You don't have to walk away from the only family you've got.
I'm not walking away from family. I'm walking away from a man who never saw me as his partner. Just a built-in babysitter with a marriage certificate.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do without you. What am I going to do about the kids?
You'll figure it out. You managed just fine when you were sneaking around. You'll manage now.
So you're just gone then? Just like that?
Not just like that. Like this. After years of pretending things would get better. After years of swallowing my pride for your kids. After crying myself to sleep more nights than I can count. That's how I'm leaving.
For God's sake, Mallory, don't do this!
Don't bother texting back. I won't answer. But I will be filing those divorce papers first thing in the morning. Goodbye, Howard. Morning. Just thought I'd let you know. You got what you wanted.
Wait, what?
The divorce is official. He's all yours now. Congrats.
OMG. No.
Something wrong?
A lot has happened since we talked.
I'm sure it has.
Mallory, he's furious at me, like actually screaming and throwing things.
That sounds like a you problem.
He said I broke up his marriage, that I ruined everything.
He needed someone to blame, but let's be real, he was never much of a prize to begin with.
I don't understand. He always said you were the problem, that you were lazy and selfish and cold.
Well, one of us was working full-time, paying the mortgage and covering every single one of his child support payments. Care to guess which one?
What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Oh yeah, surprise! Howard makes next to nothing. I paid for everything.
But he told me he was successful, that you were just using him for his money.
And you believed that? Wow.
He has a nice car, expensive clothes. He tips like a rich guy.
Ellie, sweetie, that car is leased under my name. The clothes? My Christmas gifts. The tips? My card. I have the receipts.
No, that can't be right.
I'm not sure what fantasy you bought into, but I promise it was never based on reality.
So what? You're telling me he's broke?
Dirt poor. The man couldn't afford a sandwich without my debit card.
Oh my god.
Oh, honey, we're just getting started.
What else are you hiding?
Nothing. I'm free now, remember? But you're about to meet the real Howard.
He has so many kids, Mallory. They're always over. They won't stop fighting. The house smells like feet. One of them called me the fake one.
Sounds about right. They used to call me not mom number 3.
Okay, I knew he had an ex-wife or two, but I didn't think I'd be stuck raising his entire lineage.
That's the Howard experience. Comes with emotional baggage, financial ruin, and a built-in daycare.
He made it sound like his kids were mostly grown.
That's what he told me when we met, and they were toddlers.
I didn't think I'd be playing stepmom to his soccer team.
Welcome to my Tuesdays and Wednesdays and every other day he needed help.
I thought we were gonna travel, sleep in, do brunch.
Instead, you're cooking mac and cheese at 9 p.m. while someone screams that their iPad died.
I don't even like kids.
Neither does he. If we're being honest, he just collects them, like Pokemon.
This is so not what I signed up for.
You thought you were the exception. Turns out, you're just next in line.
I thought I was gonna be different, that we were gonna be different.
That's what they all think, that he'd change for them. But Howard doesn't change. He just rotates.
So what now? I just become you?
If you're lucky, I had a job and boundaries.
This is so messed up.
No argument there, but now he's your mess, and I've never slept better.
He keeps saying we'll figure it out, that I just need to be patient, but he's home all day, doing nothing.
Yep, that's the man you fought so hard to win.
I can't believe this. I gave up everything for him. My apartment, my job.
Should have read the fine print.
So what do I do now?
That's the $1 million question. Except in your case, it's more like $50 and an overdue water bill.
Mallory, seriously, what do I do?
Figure it out, like the rest of us did.
You're not even a little bit sorry?
I am sorry that he lied to you. I really am. No one deserves to be misled like that. But let's be honest, you saw the red flags. You chose to ignore them because it felt good to be the one he chose. You made your choices, Ellie, and now you have to live with the consequences. That's not cruelty, it's just reality. You wanted the man? Well, this is the full package. And unfortunately, there's no return policy.
Wow.
You wanted him, now you've got him, and everything that comes with him. Enjoy.
Hey.
Well, this is a surprise.
Oh, good. You didn't block me after that last conversation.
What is it, Ellie?
The other moms came by today. They came to pick up the kids. All of them.
Well, that's good news for you, isn't it?
They told me to tell you something.
Oh?
They said thank you.
Really?
They said to tell you thank you for raising their kids so well.
Huh.
They said they were always grateful you were there when they couldn't be. I didn't know what to say. I just stood there.
Well, I'm glad to know my work was appreciated.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about that for a while now. Like, I've only been doing this for a week, and I'm exhausted.
Try several years without a break while working full-time.
I don't know how you did it, Mallory.
Neither did I. I was just too tired to stop.
It couldn't have been easy.
It wasn't. No part of it was. But someone had to make sure the lights stayed on and the kids were fed.
And you did all that while paying for everything?
Every bill, every school supply, every broken phone, while he bought useless tech and took midday naps.
I used to think you were cold, harsh, like you were trying to make Howard miserable.
I was worn down, and when you're the only adult in the house, you don't get the luxury of being soft.
I get it now. I think I really do.
Then you're already ahead of where I was at your age.
I wanted this fairy tale life. I grew up poor, like really poor. My mom raised 4 of us on her own. We lived in this crumbling old duplex with pipes that knocked at night and windows that wouldn't shut in winter.
Sounds about right. Mine whistled every time it snowed.
We used to tape plastic over the windows. I'd wake up, sing my breath, and pretend it was fun, like we were camping. Some nights, dinner was just rice and ketchup. Mom would smile and say it was a special treat. I think she was trying to keep us from feeling poor.
Moms do that. Try to make it feel normal so we don't see how bad it is.
Sundays were coupon days. We'd sit on the floor with flyers, circling things we needed and crossing out everything we couldn't afford. She worked so hard, cleaning houses, babysitting, whatever she could find. I barely saw her awake, and when I did, her face looked hollow.
That kind of tired doesn't sleep off. It becomes part of you.
I told myself I'd never end up like that. I wanted to be taken care of for once. I thought if I found someone successful, someone who really had it together,
you wouldn't have to worry, wouldn't have to hustle.
Exactly. So when I met Howard and he said all the right things, I wanted to believe him. He made it sound like I'd finally be safe. He called me his queen, said he'd spoil me, protect me, build a future with me.
He's good at the script. He's rehearsed it enough times.
And I fell for it. I wanted to believe I was the exception, that I was finally going to live the life I dreamed about as a kid. But now I see, he was never planning to lift me up. He just wanted someone to catch him as he kept falling.
Yep, that's Howard. All wrapping paper, no gift inside.
I know now that I was wrong. I hurt people trying to chase a dream.
You did, but you're not the first woman to learn that lesson too late.
I'm gonna try living with him for a bit, just to see how things go.
You really want to test that theory on hard mode?
I need to be sure. I want to try.
Then make a backup plan now. Secret savings account, car in your name, somewhere to run if it gets bad.
You really think I'll need all that?
I know you will. Howard doesn't get better. He gets heavier.
But the kids, they're not all bad. Some of them are actually kind of sweet.
Of course they are. They've had to grow up fast too. You think you're the only one who's tired?
One of them asked if I was going to be around next Christmas. I didn't know what to say.
Say you'll try, but don't promise them forever unless you mean it. They've heard enough lies.
I'm trying to be honest now. I don't want to pretend anymore.
Then start with yourself. Be honest about what you need, what you deserve, what you're settling for.
I guess I just wanted you to know I respect you now, for all of it.
That's sweet, but respect doesn't erase history. You still blew up someone else's life.
I know, and I hate that. I'd take it back if I could.
That's the part no one warns you about, how long you have to live with it. Even if he's gone, the mess lingers.
Do you think I'm a terrible person?
No, I think you were a desperate person who made selfish choices. We've all been there. It's what you do next that matters.
I want to be better. I just don't know how.
Start small. Stop lying to others, but mostly to yourself. And stop hoping he'll become someone he never was.
You're really not sugarcoating anything, huh?
Sugarcoating is for birthday cakes in denial, neither of which helped me when I was scraping together grocery money.
Fair enough.
You want soft? Call your mom. You want truth? Keep texting me.
I think I'll take the truth.
Good, because I don't do pity parties.
Thanks, Mallory, for being straight with me.
Don't thank me, just listen and protect yourself. No one else will.
I will. I promise.
Don't promise me, promise yourself.
Okay.
And Ellie,
Yeah?
when he asks you to co-sign a loan next month, run.
So, that's it, huh? You win? They all went back to their moms?
It's not a game, Howard. They're with people who actually show up.
Yeah, because you turned them all against me! Don't pretend you didn't have a hand in this.
I didn't have to do anything. You handled that just fine on your own.
No, don't gaslight me. You always made me look like the bad guy. You let them see me struggle and then played the saint who cleaned it all up. You acted like I was useless, like I didn't matter. And now they're gone, Mallory. All of them, with their mothers. And I'm the jerk who got left behind.
Maybe because they got tired of waiting for you to try.
I did try! I had plans! I had things I wanted to fix! But you always jumped in first! You never let me figure it out!
I jumped in because someone had to. You were figuring it out while the rent was late and the fridge was empty.
It's just... it was easier when you were around!
Easier how?
I don't know. You had this system. You just handled everything. Even when we were fighting, you still kept it all going. I didn't have to think about the bills or school stuff or forms or anything. I could breathe. And now I can't even keep track of whose socks belong to which kid. Ellie's mad, the kids are gone, and I feel like I'm drowning.
Welcome to the life I lived for years.
I wasn't built for this kind of stress, okay? I just wanted a calm, happy family, but everything's falling apart!
No, Howard. You wanted someone else to build a calm, happy family while you kicked back and coasted through it.
I didn't sign up to be the bad guy!
Then stop acting like one.
Ellie keeps looking at me like I'm supposed to have the answers, but I don't! I never did! You did! You always did!
Because I had no choice. Because if I didn't do it, nobody would.
It hurts, okay? Knowing that all the kids went to their moms and none of them picked me.
Maybe they would have if they ever felt like they could rely on you.
I thought I was doing enough. I thought being there sometimes was better than not at all.
Sometimes doesn't build trust. Sometimes doesn't cut it.
So what? I'm just supposed to accept that I failed? That everyone left me because I wasn't good enough?
I'm saying it's time to be better, for once.
You make it sound so easy.
It's not. It never was. But you have a child now, a new one, and you've run out of people to blame. Ellie needs support. That baby needs stability. And frankly, you've wasted enough time feeling sorry for yourself. You want to prove you're not just some walking disappointment? Then grow up, show up, and start being a father for the first time in your life.
Hey, got a lot to tell you.
Should I grab popcorn or a fire extinguisher?
Lol, I deserve that. Look, I know you had every right to be mad at me. I was the villain in your story. For a while, at least. I didn't get it back then. I thought I was stepping into some fairy tale, and I didn't care whose world I was wrecking to get there. But I see it now. I see what I did. I know what I took, and I don't expect forgiveness. I just want you to know I get it.
Okay, go on.
So, about Howard. I gave it to him straight, like no sugarcoating, no tiptoeing. I told him flat out if he wanted to stay in this house, he had to grow up. No more sulking, no more hiding behind excuses. I told him I'm not his mother and I'm not his maid. I told him he had one job now. Show up, be a real man, be the kind of father his kids could trust for once. And if he couldn't do that, he could pack up and get out.
Wow.
I meant every word, and he listened, like actually listened. 3 weeks later, he got a job, a real one, steady hours, full benefits, no under-the-table nonsense. He's been waking up early, wearing collared shirts, packing his own lunch. I barely recognize him sometimes. And the best part? I handle everything else. The budget, the bills, the calendar. I run the house. He makes the money, but he doesn't make the decisions. Not anymore. I do. I told him straight up, if he wants a roof and a family, he follows my rules now. And so far, he's actually doing it.
Honestly, I'm impressed. I didn't think anyone could get through to him. You might just be the first woman in his life to make him step up. I mean, he's tried to pretend before, play house, act like the man of the hour, but it always fell apart. Maybe you finally figured out the trick. He doesn't need praise. He needs a damn checklist. I'm not saying he's fixed, but if you've really got him working and respecting structure, then girl, you might be performing miracles. Just don't let him slide. Keep the line hard. No wiggle room. That's how you keep him honest. I know we have something of a colored past, but for what it's worth, I'm rooting for you. It's been 3 months since Ellie told me how things were going. She gave birth to a little girl, healthy, loud, and apparently already ruling the house. Howard didn't pass out, even held her hand the whole time, or so I've been told. He's still working, same job, still showing up, no call-ins, no midweek disappearances, and as far as I can tell, no screw-ups. Ellie's got the house running like a business. She keeps the lights on, the budget balanced, and the fridge full, and she still finds time to make him lunch. I haven't seen it firsthand. I don't need to. I hear enough to know she's keeping things steady. A few weeks after the baby came, I went ahead and filed a statement with the court. Told them I no longer needed child support or alimony. Not because I forgot what he did, not because he earned a gold star, but because Ellie's doing the heavy lifting now. She's the one steering the ship, and if Howard's finally cleaning up after himself, I don't see the point in holding on out of spite. It wasn't a gift. It was a clean break. I didn't tell them. I didn't announce it. I just signed the papers and walked away. They've got a baby now, a real shot, maybe, at building something better. So for once, I'm staying out of it, watching from a distance, and hoping, quietly, that they don't waste it.